I feel it. You feel it. Everybody feels it. Something about this New York Giants team just feels different. We're going to break that down on today's show, but Tom Downey, the Cowboys report host here at Chat Sports, he has challenged the Giants Now Real Ones. He said we can't get to 2,000 likes on today's video. If you love the Giants and you hate the Cowboys and you want to prove Tom wrong, hit that thumbs up icon right now. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and it is optimism season. It is the best shape of life season. Carl Banks, a Giants employee, saying it feels different. But it's not just Giants employees. We're talking about NFL insiders, Mike Garafolo. We're going to talk about Kay Adams and many others. All feel what we feel right now. Something about this team just feels a little bit different. My man Carl Banks said this: my morning message to Giants fans, a lot of good is coming out of camp. And you can tell it's real because the haters are getting louder. They're waiting for something to go wrong. But here's the truth. This team has more talent. This team is getting better. We don't know the record yet, but we do know this. Change is here. Stay locked in. Big Blue are building something. And I 100% agree with Carl Banks. This is my 5th training camp covering the New York Giants, and something just feels a little bit different. And I'm sure you can go back and find other videos where I have said that before. But don't just take it from me. Take it from every single person that does not work for the Giants or a Giants fan or a Giants content creator saying it. Because Mike Garafolo, who covers the NFL for the NFL Network, he feels the exact same way. He said this: I know it's optimism season in the NFL, but there is a tangible difference in energy here. And I know that you're a big part of that, talking about Russell Wilson. So enjoy that. It's not just Mike Garafolo, though. Kay Adams was present at Giants training camp today, and she said this: things are different this year. I feel it. And I truly think every single person that has boots on the ground at 1925 Giants Drive feels the energy shift that is going on at the Quest Diagnostics Center. This team, compared to the last 6 years, for maybe one reason, feels a little bit different. And Kay Adams talked about that with Malik Nabers, how the energy and things that feel different. And she said this: I wasn't quite ready for the energy at Giants camp today. They're having fun. And they know they have a little something going on. You can tell. It's not just her. Emory Hunt, who covers the NFL as a whole, saying this on the first day of Giants training camp: there's a much different vibe at Giants camp this year. In a good way. And it's true. I noticed it at rookie minicamp. I noticed it at OTAs. I noticed it at minicamp. And now we're a week into training camp, and the general population is starting to catch on. Someone responded to my guy Emory Hunt and said, what are you sensing? He said, they won't be a pushover. They are going to be a very competitive team. And that starts with head coach Brian Daboll and general manager Joe Schoen getting the players on the team to make them feel that way. This team isn't a pushover. It's not built with pushovers anymore. There are real deal Holyfield NFL caliber players on this team. Emory Hunt, he was back at Giants practice today, and he said observations from the first padded practice. Love the attitude from offensive lineman, current left tackle with Andrew Thomas hurt, James Hudson. He plays with fire. He plays with the intention of taking a job. Love that. Also said there is a difference in the balance of wins you see with this year's group. Offense wins a rep, defense wins the next, and vice versa. And that's what you want to see. You want to see your best on offense going against your best on defense, and they're exchanging wins. It's not just the offense is winning, or it's not just the defense is winning. It's good on good and iron sharpening iron. Look, I'm a Giants fan. I bleed Giants blue. But I try my best to not be a fanboy up here. I try not to just drink red and blue Kool-Aid, which I do drink a lot of. But I try to give you guys the God honest truth. And I truly do feel as if something is different this year. And I think I'm starting to realize what it is. They feel like a legit NFL team. You look out there and you look who's on the roster and you look at the players out there. It looks like an NFL caliber team, not a JV roster like they've put together in the years past. There are 5, 6, 7 different guys that have the potential to be an all-pro caliber player this year. And I don't want to kick the man while he's down. I've done it plenty before. When you get rid of the quarterback you had and you bring in the quarterbacks that you did, Russell Wilson, Super Bowl champion, Jameis Winston, Heisman winner, national championship guy, first overall pick, and a competitor like Jackson Dart, that's going to change the way that things feel. And the Giants players, they noticed that as well. Kay Adams asked Malik Nabers, what has changed the most for Malik Nabers of the Giants today and a year from now? And he said, the people we put in the building. And he could not be more right. The Giants added legit NFL talent this offseason, legit NFL difference makers. And you added quarterbacks that are big time. And maybe Jameis Winston isn't the guy that he should have been coming out of Florida State, but that's a professional quarterback. Threw for 500 yards in a game last year. When's the last time a Giants quarterback did that? Chauncey Golston is a damn good player. Jevon Holland is a damn good player. Paulson Adebo is a damn good player. And then when you do this in free agency and you go out and you add a guy like Abdul Carter, who people are talking about as already the best player on this team, and he hasn't even played a snap, and you bring in a competitive SOB like Jackson Dart, and Cam Scadaboo, who is taking this team by storm, already getting RB1 reps. You're seeing Brian Burns talk about Scadaboo, say, I love the dog that he has in him. This team has legit NFL talent, but you have a legit NFL player at the most important position in sports, and that's Russell Wilson. Why are we so sure that Russell Wilson can't get back to the player that he was with the Seattle Seahawks? I remember back in the late 2000s, as in 2007 to 2012, there was a quarterback that played for the Giants, and he did nothing. And then he went to the Arizona Cardinals, and he got matched up with a young generational wide receiver in Larry Fitzgerald, and that quarterback named Kurt Warner took the Arizona Cardinals to the Super Bowl. What happens if Russell Wilson re-energizes his career with an all-world wide receiver in the second year of his career with Malik Nabers? Gets with an offensive coordinator that's the best of his career. Are we so sure that Russell Wilson can't bounce back and have a hell of a year? Because I think he can. You got a legit NFL quarterback. You do. And that changes absolutely everything for a football team. And it's not just Russ. When you look at zoomed out and you just talk about maybe the top 5 best players on the Giants team, or maybe the top 10 best players on the team, that can legitimately stack up against every single team in the NFL. Dexter Lawrence is the best player at his position. Andrew Thomas, when healthy, could be the best player at his position. Malik Nabers is already one of the best receivers in the NFL. Brian Burns has all-pro talent. Who knows what Abdul Carter is going to be? I'm not putting a ceiling on that guy. Jevon Holland, all-pro potential. Paulson Adebo is a legit CB1. Russell Wilson still got it, man. Something looks different with him. This ain't Pittsburgh Russ. This ain't Denver Russ. Kayvon Thibodeaux, top 5 pick. Bobby Okereke, a great inside linebacker. When you talk about Dexter Lawrence, Andrew Thomas, Malik Nabers, Brian Burns, and Abdul Carter, not many teams have 5 all-pro level players. And that's what they are. You have legit top-tier NFL talent on this team. We're not trying to hype up UDFAs anymore. We're not looking at second-string players that would be second-string guys on the rest of the league and hoping they can take a step as a starter. No, Brian Burns is a freaking dog. Dexter Lawrence is the best defensive player in football. Andrew Thomas can be as good as anyone on the offensive line. Malik Nabers is generational. And Abdul freaking Carter. Abdul freaking Carter. Every person that has watched him practice so far has nothing but nice things to say about him, and they're putting him in a stratosphere of already once-in-a-generational players. Like, even if the wins don't come this year, which I'm not out here saying the Giants are going to win 10, 11 games. I'm not saying it's impossible, but there's a world where they can win 7, 8, 9 games. And maybe if they don't, it's not going to take away my spirit and my hope, because I know the Giants are on the right path. Because you nailed the Malik Nabers pick and you nailed the Abdul Carter pick. And if those two guys are the faces of your organization for the next 7, 8, 9, 12, 13 plus years, you're going to win a lot of football games. If you're hyped for the Giants this year, like I am, I tell myself to hit the brakes, but then I just look at this team and I'm like, they're freaking good. Like, there's top-end talent. Maybe the depth's not there, and that's going to continue to need to come over time. But when you stack up top 5 players on the Giants versus the other top 5 players on the 31 other teams, then go toe-to-toe. Then go bend for bend. If you're hyped, hit that thumbs-up icon. And make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, @MarshallGreen_.